What's up? Listen, I am pushing through today, okay? All right. I am back with the Family Business New Orleans, Season 1, Episode 1. Surprise, surprise. All right, let me tell y'all real quick. So, if you watch Family Business, the other season, the other city, New York, I guess, I don't know. We actually got a chance to see Curtis, the one who plays his sister Lauren, Nevada, and Big Fine Vegas. All right. First of all, it's the finest in this entirety for me. All right. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Send a person to send a person to send a person, tell a person to tell a person to tell a person. All right. So first of all, we see Lila Rashawn. She plays Big Shirley. I'm just gonna tell y'all who played what. Brandon T. Jones, he plays Marquise, that's Shirley's son. Uncle Floyd is Shirley's brother, and he is played by Derwin Ding Dong Davis, aka Pooch Hall. Y'all, I like Derwin. Derwin. Anyway, I forgot the guy name who played Pierre LeBlanc. He was the one. He ain't gonna be on here too long. We trying to figure out what happened to Pierre, who really unalived Pierre. Monique is, I would like to say, Big Shirley's sister or assistant or whatever, but she's played by Yvette Brown. And Jean LeBlanc. All right. First of all, John LeBlanc is played by Big Chocolate, Big Sexy, whatever. Listen, y'all call him David Banner. That's Bay to me. All right, we not finna do. We ain't about to argue. We ain't finna do nothing. It's Bay, okay, and Bay is going to cut the fool in this entirety. All right. So the episode starts with Marcus. He's in a bed with a girl named Antoinette, and they're doing what they do. And so a woman walks in. She pulls the gun out. I was thinking, hey, that was his wife or somebody, baby, because the time was being had in that bed. But it was Big Shirley walking in on them, and she was like, hell no, like, what y'all doing? Why you, this lady in this bed? Like, y'all gotta really excuse this shirt. Anyway, we find out that Antoinette is married. Who she's married to, I don't know. Big Shirley runs a casino called something midnight something. I totally y'all, I meant to write it down. I forgot. But Big Shirley and her family owns the casino out in NOLA. I guess in New Orleans. I don't know. And they found a body out in the back. And the body that was found was Pierre LeBlanc, which was John's brother, John LeBlanc's brother, which is played by David Banner. And they said that he shot himself, but what led up to it, nobody knows what happened at this point. We don't know what happened. We don't know who did it. Eventually, we'll probably find out who did it. But Monique explains to Big Shirley, Floyd, and Marquise that he was at the table playing poker and he was losing his money. He got mad because he actually lost a ton of money, as a matter of fact. And he went out. She told him he was about to get into it with one of the guys who won. She told him, no, you need to cool off. You need to go take a break and you need to leave. Just go take a beat or whatever. Go home, go think about what you did, but you need to leave. So he left, and she said when she looked out, she saw him in a pool of blood. And so Uncle Floyd says it wasn't a full house, and that nobody saw what happened. But because that is Pierre LeBlanc, brother of Jean LeBlanc, if he find out that Pierre died at that casino, he's going to automatically believe that the Duncans had something to do with it. So we find out that Jean LeBlanc is one of the most powerful mobsters in New Orleans. So, we see him doing what he do, bullying at his best. I guess that's what we seen in this episode. So they trying to figure out, how they going to take care of the body. Uncle Floyd suggests that they throw money at it. Somebody else, I want to say, suggests that we bring it to the door. Big Shirley was like, no, you might as well unalive your own self if you want us to bring this body to the door. That's telling him that we did it, even though they didn't do it, so, because like they said, if they find out that it happened at that happened at the casino, then the Duncans are automatically, right? So Big Shirley tells Uncle Floyd and Marquise to get rid of the body, because they don't need John LeBlanc to know, that they just don't need him to know what's going on. But I am pretty sure he's going to find out. Anyway, so Uncle Floyd and Marquise was loading up the body, put it in the trunk. They already had him wrapped up. When Marquise closed his trunk, we seen somebody in the bushes looking. Now, is he going to say something? I'm pretty sure he is. And I'll tell y'all why later. But they didn't see the guy in the bushes. Marquise got in his truck. Uncle Floyd was like, hey, you want me to come with you? Because Sheriff Clay is a snake. We don't really want food with her, but whatever. So he was like, no, and he left. So we see in the next scene, I forgot his name, but the dude, I think his name was Sage. It wasn't Sage on here. I totally forgot his name. So we see Saint, who's played by Jensen Atwood. And I know a lot of people had not watched Noah's Ark, but it is a LGBTQ show that Jensen used to play on. That's where I know him from. So he is one of John's boys. And so Saint and the crew, and also in the crew we see Quincy. Now we don't know where Quincy fit in this whole equation, but I thought I saw a clip and I thought he was a Duncan, but we'll find out, and we'll find out if he's a Duncan, why he worked for the LeBlanc family. So they go into a club that's owned by an older guy named Red, and they trying to go take his club from him. So he was like, I'm offering you $200,000 to give me, to sign the deed to give me your club. So Red was like, I'm not giving you my club. I'm giving it to, I guess he was going to give it to his son. So, John gets out of the chair, y'all. He have on white. And let me stick to the script, okay? Because he looked like a chocolate angel. Let me tell y'all, he looked good. And normally I would say something like, he looked good. Like, listen. If y'all not watching it, right? David Banner had on this 3-piece white suit, hair just herring. the salt and pepper, just salt and pepper, and that chocolate melanin just glistening. I was like, yes, Lord. Sorry. Okay, he looked like a white angel, but he was hell on wheels. Okay, anyway, he offers $200,000 to Red to sign a deed, and then it was somebody who was working for Red who shot one of Red's people. Come to find out, that was actually John's niece. So he was like, "This my uncle." I mean, she was like, "This my uncle." And so John was like, "So you don't even know who working for you?" And so after homeboy was shot, Red just went ahead and signed the papers, and he took something out of his pocket, which I thought was a gun, but before he took out the gun, he was shot. You know, I think he was kind of grazed, and then John shot him 2 more times and he died. But this was after. This was after he already signed the deed over, and no more $200,000 for him. You know. Anyway, in the next scene, Marquise calls Sheriff Clay, and he has the dead body in the truck. Sheriff Clay meets up with him at the swamp. She looks at the body. He was like, "Go ahead and take a look at the body." She was like, "Dang," so I have to extra fluff this because it's John LeBlanc. Because from my understanding, I think he have the police on payroll as well as the mayor. But I also think that the Duncans have the same people on payroll. So I don't know how this gonna go. So she finds out it's Pierre LeBlanc, and Marquise was like, "Well, he shot himself," and she was like, "You want me to believe that he shot himself? Not only do you want me to believe he shot himself, you think that John gonna believe he shot himself?" No. So anyway, she wants $50,000 because I need $50,000 because I need to pay I need to start paying the new mayor. So apparently, she got to pay the new mayor. But not only that, I have to convince this man that his brother was ate up by some alligators, and he's gonna find that far-fetched, and we'll find out why. But he'll find that far-fetched. Like, come on, what would he be doing in the swamp? What happened? So I got to make it look like an accident. Anyway, in the next scene, we meet Erica Hubbard, y'all. Erica Hubbard is Ernestine. Ernestine is like a voodoo priestess or whatever. She's one of the voodoo people. She's one of the women that practice voodoo, and her and Uncle Frank got a thing going on. So she's tapped in to her voodooism, and she tells Uncle Frank, like, "Hey, it's some trouble coming, so I need you to wear this chicken foot around your neck. It protects you from danger that's getting ready to come." She keeps telling him that. But she also tells him, in order for it to work, you gotta do what you need to do to me 3 times before the sun come up. And I was like, hey, if that's what you practice, that is what you practice. But I will say this. I think they need to work on the NOLA accent. Like, it's more like deep in the backwoods country rather than New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I that's the only thing I don't like. People who are not from New Orleans actually try, but they don't actually talk like NOLA native, if that's a thing. We're gonna call it NOLA native. They don't give NOLA native. They're giving backwoods Louisiana, somewhere outside of New Orleans. I'm just saying, it's giving country, but they try. So we'll give them a E for effort, and an A for spits and giggles. All right. Anyway, Marquise tells Big Shirley that he suggested they call LC, but Big Shirley was like, hell no, we don't call them, we don't need that kind of help. And I was just like, why? Because what do you have? I feel like, I think she just feels like, hey, I'm just a club, what you call it, owner. I'm just a what is it? Casino owner. I don't need that kind of help. And I think I'm looking at it from that standpoint. Like, I don't need muscle. I own a business. I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. Like, I would expect LC to have muscle because he runs a certain type of business. So, she declines Marquise's offer, which I think is crazy, but we'll see. So Sheriff Clay and another sheriff goes over to John LeBlanc's home and to tell him that they found his brother dead. And he was like, where? How? And so she was like, we found him in a swamp. And he was like, in a swamp? My brother don't even go to the swamp. He can't even, at this point, like, so his antennas are up, like something fishy going on. So he was like, well, where's my brother's body now? I need to go see it. And so Sheriff Clay pipe up with some type of lame excuse. You could tell she lying. She don't know how to lie. Like, the acting for me is not as strong. It's not as strong on some people, but we're going to give them an opportunity, okay? She don't even have a straight face. She doesn't even know how to lie. And we see Marie LeBlanc. Y'all, ain't that the what's that voodoo lady name, Marie LeBlanc? She practiced voodoo in New Orleans, y'all. Let me see. Oh, it's Laveau. I'm sorry. I had to check. I was like, Marie Laveau. All right. So Marie is the wife of John. She came downstairs, to console him, check and see what's going on first. She found out about Pierre. She consoled him. And he dropped that one tear because he was like, what, this don't sound right. So he asked Saint, take care of that for me. Like, I'm not in a good space. I need you to take care of that for me. So Saint was like, all right. So Saint must be LeBlanc's right hand. So Marquise meets with Sheriff Blanc again to give her the rest of the money. He actually thanks her for helping him. And we find out that I don't even know if this was important, but we find out that she had a crush on Marquise in high school. I guess. I don't know. It was just some points on here that just wasn't important. But maybe, as the season go on, we'll see. So Big Shirley and Monique get to the spa, and we also see Marie and her daughter. They're talking. They overhear them talking about Pierre and the unaliving of Pierre. And so Marie says that John didn't believe he was ate by gators, and he's actually offering $100K to anyone who know any information. So at this point, Big Shirley looks scared AF, right? She just like, whoa, because what she don't know is we seen old dude behind the bushes early on. So I'm thinking once he get a whiff of this $100K, he's gonna go tell it. So Shirley goes over to Marie, speaks to her, be like, hey, are y'all coming to the masquerade ball? And it was like, yeah. And, it was just, hey, how you doing, girl? You coming to the masquerade ball? Yada, yada, yada. And that was it. So Shirley gets back to the casino. She calls Marquise and Floyd. They meet her over there. She tells them that John is offering $100K to whoever can give them information on Pierre. So Marquise, once again, suggests that she contact LC. And Shirley say, hell no, we won't go. I really don't know why Shirley does not want LC's help at this point, but as we see, she's probably going to need it, right? So she tells Marquise, I want you to go to Houston. And he was like, go to Houston for what? And she was like, to protect him. But this is what I don't understand. He didn't do anything. So why are you sending him off and he didn't do it? I'm assuming because once they get word that he was unalived at that casino, I guess she figured he gonna go after my son. And I can't have that. So maybe that could be it. We'll see. We will see. So Floyd, she tells him, I have a plane ticket ready for you. I'm gonna drop you off at the airport myself. You are on your way to Houston. He was like, all right. So Floyd tells Shirley he should not have sent Marquise off to Houston because it doesn't teach him anything. Like, he's a man. He needs to stay here and kind of be the man and be in the know of things and, really get his hands dirty, So Floyd thinks that she should take him up on that offer and call LC. And so once again, Shirley was like, no. So in the next scene, we see Marquise on a plane on his way to what we thought was Houston, but he took a whole detour and went to New York. Okay. He showed up at Uncle LC's house. LC and Chippy, they went away. But Vegas, Orlando wasn't there. But we see Vegas, Nevada, and Curtis. And so he explained, and let me tell y'all, because the one who played Nevada, what is his name? I forgot his name. I always remember his name, but that thing is big fine too. All right. Focus. All right, I'm focused, y'all. It's getting late. I'm focused. So anyway, he tells Vegas what's going on. Vegas was like, well, because, hold on. So y'all, he tells Vegas what's going on. He asks if he can get an army of people, if he can get Junior, Vegas, Orlando, Curtis, if he can get them all to come down there. Now, if you watched last season of Family Business, you know that Junior went to the op. And Junior ain't thinking straight. So Vegas was like, Junior, we have issues with Junior and we're in a war ourselves. So because they don't have Junior, and Junior was the bronze of the clique, and we also understand why Junior left, because he found out that Chippy is not his real mom, but the one who Lisa Ray played, Donna is his real mom. Anyway, so Vegas was like, Orlando is gone, but we need Orlando here because we don't have Junior and we are at war, in the middle of war ourselves. So he suggests that Curtis go, and because we see Curtis smart, Curtis be on his stuff, and then his sister Lauren is also gonna attend, and the same finishing school that Sasha and Paris went to, that's the same finishing school that Lauren completed. So he was like, you got your army right here. And he also tells Marcus, if anything gets too overwhelming, we only one phone. Your family is only one phone call away. And the episode ended right there, y'all. It was a little slow. But that's okay. That is okay. I'm going to stick by it. And I probably will have the second episode on Saturday. I know not tonight. Between tomorrow and Saturday, I'm not sure, but I'll just drop it. It just won't be today because it's getting pretty late. Anyway, so I think the next thing I'm about to drop is Harlem. Yeah. So anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one.